Aloha Ohana, welcome back. Day 28 of the 31-day mini-series. Today we're going to focus on inversions, but before we do, I just want to remind you, if you are enjoying my videos, I hope that you please subscribe and give me a huge thumbs up and also share with your friends. I would love to see you in one of my virtual classes, so come to my website and sign up for a class. Today, before we do an inversions, it's important that your quads, these muscles right here on your legs, are open. So let's go ahead and just make sure that they are. Let's go ahead and come into lizard pose. So let's just step this right foot over here to your right corner of your mat and slide the left leg back, curl your left toes under, and maybe lift this left knee. Rock back and forth, or you can set your knee down. We're going to get deep into the hips and stretch into the quads here, making sure that you're ready to go for your inversions. Come on down to the forearms, onto your blocks, or all the way onto your mat. Options with your right foot, you can keep the toes on the ground or just let the right foot roll over onto the pinky toe edge of your foot and let this right knee open more. Lift your left knee and again, just kind of rock. We're going to come up onto your hands and reach this right hand back. Grab a hold of your left foot. Let's just open here for a little back bend and pull your heel into your glute. There we go. And let the hips just sink and relax. Breathe your breath. Let go of your left foot. Let's rock your hips back here for a nice half splits. Feel this in the back of your right hamstring. It is not necessary here for you to lock out your knee. You want to make sure you do not feel any stretching behind this knee area. It should be all right in here and down here into the calf and your Achilles. Let's swing this right leg back and now step your left foot to the front left corner of your mat. Right toes curl under, lift your right knee and let's just kind of rock back and forth here. Waking up your hips, your groin area, down into this right quad. Let the right knee come back down and come back down onto your forearms, either on your blocks or all the way down onto your mat. Let that left knee open out to the side. Just relax your hips. Notice where you're holding tension in your body. Relax your jaw, your tongue, your face. Soften your chest. Breathe deeply. Let's come up onto your hands. Circle your left hand back, bend your right knee, and grab a hold of your foot. Gentle pull in. If you can't grab a hold of your foot, that's okay. You can just hang out in lizard. You're still getting a nice stretch there in your right quad. This is for those of you that need something more or ready for something more. Here, let go of your right foot and rock your hips back into half splits. Your left knee can, remember it can stay bent. Here, you don't have to lock it out. And you're stretching right here into the hamstring, into your calf. Bow inward. And let's bring that left knee back in. If you are new to inversions, we're going to do a beginner inversion practice. If you aren't new to inversions, it's still good to remember the basics. So I hope you still stay tuned in and just watch. Otherwise, you can just come into your inversion practice here and just listen to my voice. And you'll know 15 minutes is up, about 15 minutes when I stop the video. Today we're going to focus on a headstand. I'm going to show you right here. This is where you're going to be balancing. A lot of people think this is where you balance, right here on the hairline. Nope, it's right up here, the very top of your head, okay? So I want you to just remove everything off your mat, get everything out of the way. And just bring your head down and see if you can feel that spot. When you were a baby, that was your soft spot. So it's the crown of your head. So just placing that onto the ground. You can use your hands on the mat to kind of just push into your mat so there's not as much weight on your head. And you should not be rocking all your weight forward onto the crown of your head either. So that's evenly distributed back onto your knees. So once you get comfortable with this, you can also put a blanket underneath your head for extra cushioning. Pull your belly in. We're going to just reach the arms out, fly the arms. You can interlace your fingers here. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Let the arms fall forward, over to one side, and over to the other. So this is a beginner headstand. Next, if you would like to take this to the next stage, you'll place your hands down onto your mat. The crown of your head is the point of a triangle, and your hands are down at the corners of the triangle. You should be able to see your hands, and feel free to do this up against a wall. Okay, if you're feeling scared, you don't want to topple over, that's okay. We're not going there yet though, so we're just getting used to this pressure on the head. This is very beneficial, by the way, for your body. Putting this pressure on your head studies have shown that it helps with insomnia. It's also stimulating the more we go up into an inversion. So 2 minutes in a headstand is equivalent to about drinking a cup of coffee. Very stimulating for the nervous system, for your brain. You want to make sure you're steady on your head and head is not moving around. So strong neck, and your hands here at the base of the triangle are your foundation points. You're going to hug your elbows in towards each other like there's magnets, but not squeezing them in, right? So if you look at your elbows at a 90-degree angle, we're going to curl the toes under here and just lift the knees. See how that feels? You can stay here. You might need to readjust your hands. You can walk your feet in, and eventually the hips come right up over the shoulders. So we'll start by taking one knee to your tricep. Hug your heel in towards your glute. Keep this elbow nice and strong. Left elbow, right knee to the right elbow. Hug your heels in towards your glutes. You're rocking it wherever you are. Let's bring the feet down nice and slowly, the knees down, and let's just pause here and rest your head. Take your hands back towards your feet. Roll and rock your head from side to side. And we're just going to come sit up for a minute. When you're upside down and you're trying to listen and you can't see yourself, you're trying to process all this information. Elbows are going to look like this, which is very similar to chaturanga. And I have broken down chaturanga for you in the earlier episodes. I'm going to show you chaturanga. So this is the structure you want. So watch here. My hands are ready to go. Chaturanga, head comes down. Walk your feet in, right? And then knees come up onto your triceps. Don't let your feet just hang and wobble around here. Hug in. Hug your knees in towards each other. Magnetize your elbows in towards each other. Nice and easy. breath by breath. If you do not like all that pressure on your head, there is another option available. It's a forearm headstand. So you're going to be pushing into your forearms so much that your head, you will feel it lift up, right? We're not going to do that today. You're not going to like lift your head up in a full-on inversion, but you're putting so much pressure into your forearms, into your elbows, that it takes all the weight off of your head and your neck. So you're going to bring your forearms down, interlace your fingers, elbows underneath your shoulders, and you're going to form a triangle here. Hands at the tip of the triangle, sealed together, and elbows out to the side, underneath your shoulders. Elbows underneath the shoulders. Very important here. I'm going to face towards you, but you don't want this to happen. Elbows splay out, so very important to hug your arms in towards each other here as we go into this headstand, forearm headstand. You're going to bring your head down and push your head up against your hands here. Feel your forearms push down into your mat, elbows push down into the mat. You're going to notice that your shoulders kind of lock into place and move up away from your ears, more onto your back. Baby steps here. Lift your knees. You can kind of lift your head off, just kind of playing around. So most of the weight here is in your forearms. Begin to walk your feet in. You can play around with some rocking action. You can maybe lift one leg up into the air and set it back down. The other leg up into the air. Set it back down. Feel free to do this up against a wall. And eventually, so we hug the legs in and slowly, slowly, slowly come up into a forearm headstand. You can bring both feet down together, nice and slow. And we rest into child's pose, balasana. And again, you can nod your head from side to side like you're saying no. Reach your hands off of your mat over to the side, either side of your mat, in line with your cheeks. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Slowly lift your head and your chest. Come up onto your fingertips. Lean your head back, chin up towards the ceiling. Right ear to your right shoulder. Breathe in. Breathe out, chin towards your chest. Breathe in, left ear to your left shoulder. Breathe out, chin to your chest. Inhale, lift your chin to the sky. And exhale, come sit onto your heels. Headstands are considered the king of all asanas. Shoulder stands are the queen of all asanas. And we'll do those as we'll do a shoulder stand when we wrap up our 15-minute episode series. Thank you for joining me. I hope this was helpful for you. I'm happy to teach you a private lesson if you're adamant and committed to your headstand practice. I know many different variations and ways to practice headstands, handstands, And I'll be teaching a workshop in the future on inversions. I hope that you come. Stay tuned. You can sign up on the newsletter if you would like to receive news on my website, cometogetherwellness.com. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you on the next episode. We bring the hands to the heart space, taking this moment to invite within the spirit of aloha, that you are part of all and all is a part of you. Breathe it all in, breathe it all out. We'll take the hands up to your forehead. Here we send out loving kindness to all those that we have met, that have brought us to this moment, all that are around us, that are here with us in this moment, and all that we have yet to meet. We bow forward as we seal within the energy of this whole practice. We say together, Mahalo and Namaste.